for them. All right. Jen and Jan. I have a lot of thoughts about this. I actually was quite sad to see them get eliminated. I thought this was their best dance of the season, the best choreo that they had of the season. I do agree with the judges' content and their critique about watching her phrasing, about how she finishes something and then she drops all her energy, that there needs to be more flow and phrasing. However, I don't think this deserved an elimination. And I do want to address what Max said about Jan and teaching. If you are a teacher, I don't care if it's dance or 10th grade biology, there is always this duality of thought versus the teacher versus the student. As a teacher, your students are a reflection of you. That is fair. I've taught for years now, and I understand that what my students present on a competition floor or whatever sector they're in is a representation of my teaching. However, there's only so much as a teacher that you can do. I remember talking to my bosses and my mentors and being frustrated that certain students of mine weren't getting certain material and things like that. And something that they constantly reassured me is there's only so much you can do as a teacher. I'm not saying Jen didn't work hard, but if you're not training outside of the sessions, getting extra help, staying as late as possible, then that will prevent you from dancing. I felt like Jen had a lot of outside factors that affected her performance. I think competing against a fellow Mormon wife kind of messed her up psychologically because Whitney's doing so well and she wasn't. I think her being postpartum affected her performance. I think if you watch Secret Lives of Mormon Lives, what was going on in her life affected her journey on Dancing with the Stars, and the fact that she had a first time pro. Um, Once again, I didn't think they would win, but I do feel bad that they are eliminated at this stage of the competition. And also, something for Max, if you are concerned, maybe you should have called Jan or texted him or sent him a DM and say, "Hey, Jan, how can I help you out?" Or reach out to Jen, "How can I help you out?" instead of going on social media and essentially bashing them. I really do think that the reason why they got sent home is because they got a lot of bad social media press this week. I genuinely believe that. And a lot of that came from Max's comments on PETA's podcast. So this is just a general tip for everybody. If you see someone struggling, don't go on social media and rat them out. Send them a DM. If you know them, text them, call them, pop up by the Dancing with the Stars studio and offer your advice. You didn't need to go on social media and do all that. That's just my opinion and my perspective. Next we had Alex and Val with their tango. I actually loved the choreography. I really saw Alex use the floor, stay grounded, focus on her connection with Val. I actually disagree with Cheryl's comments. In the American Smooth style, that consists of waltz, foxtrot, Viennese waltz, as well as the tango. So technically, they could have taken an American Smooth approach and broken the hold in tango. Now, unless there's some crazy rule book in the Dancing with the Stars universe that says tango must be done in the international style, Val had every right to choreograph a tango that was more in the American Smooth direction. So I actually disagree with Cheryl on that, especially when she complimented Pasha and Danielle about how they took an American Smooth approach with their Viennese waltz. I don't see why there is a difference in that. With the dance off, I actually think that they should have been tied or that they should have won. I actually disagree with the judges. I saw Derek holding up both paddles of Alex and Whitney because he wanted it to be a tie, but actually, I really thought Alex and Val should have won the dance off. I really enjoyed their choreography during that. And last up, we have Dylan and Daniela with their Viennese waltz. I love the choreography. I didn't realize Dylan was such a visionary and how creative he was. So I really saw that shine through in their dance this week. I would say that he needs to remember when he's in frame, he needs to keep his head to the left. His head was moving and bobbling around a lot. That's not good when you're doing a frame in Viennese waltz. And also, like the judges said, he does need to watch his bottom. It was sticking out a little bit. He needs to watch that pelvic alignment. And also, I saw a lot of spacing and gapping between him and Daniela in the ballroom dances like the Viennese waltz or the foxtrot. When you're in frame, there has to be a close body contact because that allows you to move together as one. So because his bottom was sticking out, he lost a lot of that body contact and some of the moves were a little off. But overall, I thought he did a great job. I love the contemporary dance nuances in the choreography. So hats off to Daniela. And overall, they did a great job. All right, so those are my thoughts on Dancing with the Stars season 34 Halloween night. If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you like and follow for more and comment below to let me know what your thoughts are. See you next week for Dancing with the Stars Rock and Roll Night.